this just in. Lung cancer is the deadliest form of the disease because treatments given orally or intravenously struggle to make it to the lungs. But now, a first-of-its-kind gene therapy that patients breathe in has been found to shrink lung tumours by inserting immune-boosting genes into surrounding cells. So this treatment is novel because it uses a herpes virus to carry these genes into lung cells, which makes them better at fighting tumours on their own, instead of trying to replace faulty copies of important genes. It reduced the size of lung tumours in 3 out of 11 people and stopped them from growing any bigger in another 5 people, and has now been fast-tracked towards potential approval after these promising clinical trial results, so watch this space. If you're anything like me, the long-heralded 80-20 rule, the idea that 80% of your health results come from your diet while only 20% come from exercise, is a major gripe. And unfortunately, a new study has reinforced just that. People who start to exercise more burn extra calories, yet they don't lose nearly as much weight as would be expected based on the extra calories burned. An analysis of 14 trials in people has revealed that our bodies compensate by burning less energy for other things. This compensation effect is greater if people eat less as well as exercising more, and can completely cancel out the extra energy spent exercising. So in other words, while eating less will result in weight loss, exercising while dieting, though still good for you, may not result in additional weight loss. Tough break. But at least Einstein is correct. So Einstein's original equations describe how any object with mass moves through space-time. If you plug 2 black holes merging into the equations, a distinct picture appears. And after the black holes crash together, they release a huge amount of energy before vibrating at distinct frequencies, sort of how a bell rings after it's been struck. Now, a collaboration of gravitational wave detectors have recorded the loudest collision ever between 2 black holes, which means Einstein's predictions could be properly tested. So researchers solved Einstein's equations to predict exactly how loud and at what frequency the vibrations should be. And when they compared those to the actual data, it turns out they closely matched. So everything seems to look like what Einstein says about gravity was correct. Phew. Now, despite the loudness of the collision, it was still not sharp enough that researchers could rule out there wasn't a 10% difference from Einstein's predictions. If this continues as they observe more of these events and sensitivity of the gravitational wave detectors increases, it could mean that Einstein was wrong, and we need to tear up his theory of relativity. But for now, Einstein can rest in peace. Come back next week for more of the best stories in science.